Much. Well, joining me is Brandon Robinson. He is a sports writer at The Source magazine, and we want to talk about some of the very issues that Julian just asked in his tag to his report, and that is, will another team pick him up, and can he truly move past this? So let's start with, would a team pick him up before the end of this season? How likely is that?
It's likely, I think, depending on, listen, it's a few games left in the season. I think a team looking to make a playoff push could utilize his services, but Ray Rice has not played since the preseason. So you got to have that conditioning time. My sources that I did speak with last night said that there were 2 AFC teams and 1 NFC team that were looking for his services, but it's got to be a certain circumstance. Maybe a St. Louis Rams who has dealt with the Michael Sam issue, where they signed the first openly gay play in the NFL, and they were able to manage that. But I think more than anything, I think Ray Rice needed the time to sit down and get his life in order, get his family in order, and now, I guess, get his finances in order.
Well, yeah, and that raises another question, because he lost a lot of money during this time not being able to play. But let me go back to something that you just said. You said that it would be a team that would have a need for the playoff season, thinks that they're going to the playoff, they need to plug a hole. And then you said it would be a team that could perhaps handle the PR baggage, if you will, that comes along with this. I think, which would be greater? Is would it be a team be more willing to overlook the baggage that comes with them if their need is greater? You understand what I'm asking?
No, I do. That's a loaded question. I think I think it's a balance of both. I don't think it's one or the other. I think it's a team like an Indianapolis Colts, who Ray Rice has a relationship with the head coach. They did come out and it's been reported that the Colts are not interested, as well as the Saints. Cleveland Browns would be a team that could eloquently use his services, but it comes down to, number one, how contrite he is coming back, how apologetic he is. And not just the words, but the actions behind it. I mean, is Atlanta forgiving people? He did hit a woman. I don't condone domestic violence. But at the same time, the NFL kind of scrambled some things, and the double indemnity makes you ask some questions.
Yeah, the fact that he was reinstatement in some ways is an indictment against Roger Goodell and the way the NFL, pun intended, fumbled this situation.
Yeah, I think that they rushed to get things done as a PR move themselves. And to be honest with you, the way the NFL slowly handled the Adrian Peterson debacle, I think they should have taken that same type of precaution and analytics to kind of make that happen too. So, I think the NFL moving forward needs to be careful, and Roger Goodell needs to watch his back, because he will be scrutinized.
Well, as we all know, Janay Rice gave an interview to NBC, and that played all morning. People have been talking about that all day. How much will that help him in his cause to get past this, if that's possible?
Well, she proved Chris Brown wrong. These girls are loyal. She's loyal to her husband, and I think that she's the key to making him kind of spit shine his, or rather pull the dirt off his image right now, because nobody wants to see a woman get hit, and it's not like people did not view it on television. Adrian Peterson, you can speculate. TMZ video, you saw the tape. So I think in order for Ray Rice to get past this, his wife kind of has to, if you will, look the part of the supporting wife, and hope that they get through this for the sake of them, maintaining some financial stability.
Yeah, and right or wrong, whether you agree with her or not, she has done that very nobly, so far. She went to that press conference right after the video was released, and of course gave this interview. But does Ray Rice need to sit down and do something similar with the right journalist?
I do. I think that Ray Rice needs to kind of take a page out of Michael Vick's book. Michael Vick found the right situation playing under Andy Reid with the Philadelphia Eagles back then, and sat under as a backup quarterback Donovan McNabb before he got playing time. I think, and then while he was doing that, he was also very active in South Jersey as well as Philadelphia with dog causes for dogs. And I think that Ray Rice is going to have to take a similar approach wherever he goes. But the reality is, he made a mistake, and as much as he tries to clean it up, ain't everybody gonna like you. That's just the reality of the situation.
Well, that is the reality, and it can't be forgotten that he didn't have a great season last year.
And his numbers have declined since 2009. I mean, last season it was probable cause he was hurt for most of the year and missed a few games. And every year his numbers have declined since he signed that $25 million contract, and he lost $4 million this year. So he's got to really be hungry to go out and get it. But Ray Rice will be 28 in January, and most football players, particularly at the running back position at 30 years old, begin to decline. He's young, but at the same time, a team may gamble on somebody younger with less drama and issues. So, that goes against him, but at the same time, listen, Ray Rice is a Super Bowl champion, won one with the Ravens, and he made a mistake, and I think there are some teams that will take chances on him at the end of the day. It's a business, and he paid restitution, it seems, so.
Well, you probably said the most poignant thing of this whole interview, and that is, it is a business.
Yes.
Indeed. All right. We're going to have to leave it right there for now. Brandon Robinson, thank you so much.
Thank you,
Good
man.
to see you.